We are the company SDBT, and my name is Diana and I'm Operating Director.
Hello, my name is Arina and I'm Research and Marketing Director.
Hello, my name is Changfi and I am the Human Resource and Supply Chain Director.
Hi, my name is Min. I am the Financial Director.
And today we will talk about the company Illy and their product Espresso. And now a few words about agenda. We will talk about the main points such as description of the brand, key issue, analysis, alternatives and recommendation, implementation, and finally we will conclude. And first of all, about description. It's an Italian franchise coffee bar. It has 200 locations in 30 countries, and the goals of this company is to be recognized as the only authentic Italian bar chain. The second one, superior customer satisfaction. The third one, to be profitable. And the last one, a strong standalone brand. And we decided that the key issue is the best location and through which strategy Espresso should go for internalization. According to our analysis, we point out three alternatives, such as Brazil, Germany, and India. And finally, we made a recommendation that we should, this company should organize joint venture with local Brazilian companies. And now Arina will tell you about analysis.
So for alternatives, we choose three countries. The first one is India, and the main factor for choose this alternative was a big amount of social factors such as increasing number of working women and number of young people. Espresso is totally consistent with Italian taste as Indian taste, as Indian people very like strong coffee. And the next one is rising middle class, and one more, exposure to international lifestyle. However, there's a very unclear political situation in this country at the current time, so that's the big disadvantage for us, as Illy is a foreign company. So the next one, alternative, is Brazil, and actually it has the biggest amount of advantages, as the country positioned itself as a very strong regional and global power. And also there's a quite stable situation with the economy, as the country weathered really well with the economic crisis. And it become more and more popular with the middle class of people, as it's very good point for the company. And the last alternative is Germany. The country is very well developed and it's a part of European Union, but at the same time there is a quite hard situation, economical situation, that can influence the purchasing power of German people.
So to be able to come up with Brazil as our final decision for our recommendation, we decided to make a decision-making matrix comparing three different countries, including Brazil, India, and Germany, the three alternatives, and with the different criteria, including the coffee consumption, coffee sales growth, the competition rate, the urbanization rate, the economic situation between the different countries, the top 10% population income per capita, and of course the distance to Italy. So after serious consideration, we came up with Brazil as our final choice, having 114 highest score, hence our decision.
And now a few words about the implementation and timeline. For the short-term strategy, the company should focus on the skills of their workers, as Brazil is a different culture and the company should operate with perspective of Brazilian culture. Also, for the short-term planning, the company needs to be sure in the quality of their production. As they did before, they should not only keep the quality of their coffee, but also provide the improved quality. The next one, medium term. For the medium term, Espresso should think about the equipment, as the machines maybe will need it to repair or even to be renewed. And also, medium-term planning should contain policies and producers to ensure that short-term problems don't recur. As far as long-term is concerned, during long-term strategy, Espressamento should focus on developing new products for their chain and working with improvement of their services. They should not only keep their current customers but also increase the number of clients. So they have to look at different types of loyalty programs, discounts for repeat purchases, customer recognition, new product offerings to existing customers.
So now about the entry into the market, and we should start with identifying the target audience, and it will be the middle class, so we will focus on the middle class people, Brazilian people. The next one is identifying the competitors. So Starbucks is the main competitor in this territory, as it is very popular in Brazil, so we should really understand the quality and the standards of this company, so we can offer some special offers for our clients to expand the market in Brazil with our company, Espressamento. The next one is prioritize the market, and for the first steps, which is the capital of Brazil, Brasilia. So as it's very developed and very popular city, so there will be a lot of clients for our cafes. And the next one is the point of joint venture, so we will join the local company, which should have such factors as nature of business, so some espresso machines, max cups producers. Also, they should understand the clear business position and have a very clear business history. The next one is experience in joint venture, so they have to be very experienced in this point, so to develop the further business, and also the size of the business, like it should be a big local company with an international view, and also very experienced in working with Italian people.
A few words about advertisement. The two factors which influence a good advertisement is the color and brightness. And as far as location is concerned, it can be outdoor screens, billboards, for example, bus stations or public spaces, social networks, and television.
So now we're talking about the supply chain management. So at first we gotta look at the location of the official coffee shop. So we're looking at shopping malls and food streets as the most two desirable locations. Talking about cities, Brasilia is the main cities for the market. We are operating 3 coffee shops at the first term, and then in the second term, we will expand the business into 2 other cities. Is Rio de Janeiro, 2 shops, and Sao Paulo, 2 shops. So concerning about the distance between Brasilia and Italy is the 12-hour skyway, and to mention that Brazil is the largest grower of coffee in the world, so all in all we should make a contract with Brazilian grower, so this will bring the possibility of reduce the distribution cost. All of this we can have gain the benefit through the joint venture agreement with the partners. Concerning about the storage, coffee can be stored inside the coffee shop or outside the coffee shop, but notice that if it's stored outside, it should be up to 5-kilometer radius. Regarding the logistic part, we suggest that Ely would outsource the logistics to other specialists. This specialist should operate in both domestically, meaning Brazilian market, and internationally. They should have the experience to work with Brazilian as well as Italian. Experience in food and beverage transportation would be great to be considered, and working language should be like global language English. And our recommendation is Hatchers and DSV, which two of this is the most biggest transportation company in the world, and it is noticeable that Hatchers has their experience and specialties in food and beverage transportation. Then looking for human resource department, we're looking for in total 64 people in working in Brasilia. Concerning both manager board and workers per shop. The manager board should include general manager, marketing department, financial department, logistics, human resource, communication, research and development. And as Ili is operating in Brazil, it's better if we have the translator who is the native speaker or bilingual with 3 to 5 years experience in their field. Each coffee shop should have one manager, 2 full-time workers, 3 part-time workers, and besides 2 cleaners. So all in all, we have 64 people. And the next step is to training personnel regarding languages and cultures. This can be offered from courses or workshops. Then continually recruiting is necessary to replace every missing positions. Concerning the criteria, when recruiting, manager board should pursue their master degree with minimum of 5 years professional experiences, and language should be required as English, Portuguese, and Italian. Their age can range from 30 to 50 years old. They should have a good network with local business. About workers, high school diploma is required, and they're better to have to pursue bachelor degree or vocational diploma. And 2 months previous experience is needed. Portuguese and English is the required language for workers. The age range can be from 18 to 35, and Haji passport is necessary.
Next, we want to discuss about the cost that will arise when before or and during operating in Brazil. So before coming to Brazil, the company will have to actually pay for researching, first of all, for a suitable partner for its joint venture strategy, and next, for a location that would be best to place the coffee shop. Next is to actually build a coffee shop, so construction cost, including hiring builders and purchasing materials. And finally, the traveling cost of the managers who may need to come and to look out for the process. Then come to the cost of operating. While in Brazil, there are actually 4 main costs. The first one is the labor cost. So hiring people, maybe coffee specialists, managers of different departments, and then training the staff to become like really good baristas. Then comes the marketing cost, which is expected to be really high at the beginning stage. So concerning advertisement, so on social media, on TV, on the streets, and then for the company to arrange any coffee tasting events to promote the product, and to set a lower price so that it will be competitive against competitor Starbucks. And next is the distribution cost, which is going to be pretty high all the time, including supply cost. This cost could be made lower if the company could have an agreement with a local supplier in Brazil. The logistic cost, so the cost of storage and delivering stocks inside of Brazil, and outsourcing costs. The final cost is the traveling cost for the managers to come and see. So according to the table that was provided in text about Italy sales volume um, from 2008 to 2011, we decided to make a forecast of the same categories until 2016. We expected to have a continual increase during other future years from 2012 to 2016, reaching 216,000 kilograms of coffee sales volume.
We decided to stress out the following ways, such as language barriers, cultural differences, uncertainty of the popularity of the product in Brazil, competitors such as Starbucks and local brands. As for control, we decided that would be careful research for it to come into Brazil, hiring multilingual local staff, for example, with languages such as English, with Italian, Portuguese, or and with the cultural experience, and offering sales or discount to compete, differentiating value of products and different flavors and packaging.
So to conclude, we would like to state again our recommendation to use joint venture as a strategy to enter Brazil and for the company to go globalized. First of all, start with the capital, Brasilia, and then maybe to expand into other cities that we have stated previously. Then further improve their product and services, and of course, if all the implementation follow, we expect to have a sales increase in the future. Thank you for your attention.